I'm Pat Shields. I've been a beef lender with Capital Farm Credit the past 13 and a half years, and I've recently transitioned to our AgriRoots group as an outreach officer. In this role, I build on the relationships that I've formed across associations, different trade groups with the beef industry that I've been heavily involved in, and I chair our beef industry group, which helps promote beef literacy within the association, disseminate knowledge and timely topics to lenders, stakeholders, and anybody else that wants to find out some beef news along the way. Well, right now, the beef cattle industry is we talk about beef, you eat beef, cattle eat grass and grow. So it's all commingled into one. And the cow-calf guy is really in a great position right now. They've seen some really good profits. Beef is the greatest demand we've seen in history. So if you're not a packer and you're involved in any segment of the industry right now, it's been pretty good the last couple of years. Right now, producers, especially in the cow-calf sector, have made a lot of money. It's a good time to be in the cattle business because if you already had the cattle, you've seen the appreciation of their value, and what you've marketed the last couple of years is almost twice what record prices were when we thought they were at the all-time highest. So within the cow-calf segment, it's really great. The stockers and the feeders, they've made a lot of money the last couple of years, but they're also getting to the point now where they have to replenish their supplies, and their new inventory is at record high prices as well. So they're margin operators. So if the margin operators can stay there and the market stays maybe at least sideways, it doesn't necessarily have to go up, but if it can stay sideways, they can manage those margins like they always have. Their biggest issue and expense in the last few years is the interest. So we've seen a slight tick down in that. We might see some more of that as the Fed has hinted at maybe lowering some rates, and that would give them a little breathing room. The packers, they still have a way to go. Well, demand, as I mentioned earlier, is at an all-time high. So that's great for the beef industry, but when you see that, demand equates higher prices. So we've got the lowest number of beef cows since the 50s or 60s, maybe even since we've been keeping records in the United States. So that translates to having to find other avenues to create the beef that we all enjoy. So consumers, although they feel like maybe the beef price is high, as you look back through history, right now it takes 12 minutes of labor to pay for a pound of ground beef. It took 12 minutes of labor in the 70s to pay for a pound of ground beef. So as I was looking the other day at my own groceries, I was looking at a bag of chips. The price on that bag of chips was $7.38, and 50% of that was probably air. So even though the price tag may look high, it's still a good value for a product that people enjoy to have every day. Oh, there's a lot going on right now, and probably some of the things that's out there the most that people have to worry about, they have no control over. We're talking about foreign policy. Anytime somebody that's very important in a country says some things about the market or some transitions they're going to do, the market can react violently. We've seen that with some Truth Social posts and then some government involvement in the beef cattle sector, and they're talking about trying to help consumers out with a cheaper beef product, which if that suits consumers, it's not necessarily helpful for the producers. So, we just need to kind of watch out when we see the futures markets changing or trending a different way to be prepared for that. And in Texas and along the border, we've had a lot of consternation and concern about the New World screwworm as it's inched closer through South America, up through Central America, and it's been reported as close as 70 miles away from the United States border in Nuevo Leon. So the market trending in another direction, because we've seen it going up, would be a concern. That hasn't really started yet. We've seen some trades from day to day in the futures market, but it hasn't created a trend. So watch the foreign policy, watch the trends, and any animal health thing out there. We can never predict a black swan event that can cause, a crater or something like that. But those are the three things I would find most important today. So at Capital Farm Credit, we pride ourselves on being the largest rural lender in the state of Texas. We're part of the Farm Credit system, so we understand the importance of agriculture and educating our lenders to understand that. We just finished a 3-day seminar with some credit analysts and some relationship managers all across the state of Texas to help educate them in the methodology of producing livestock, especially cattle, in the beef industry, and then how we as lenders can create and help produce profitable loans that shore up the association and help cattle producers that borrow money, because it takes a lot of capital to be in the cattle business this day. And Capital Farm Credit knows it's very important and prides ourselves in creating programs to educate our lenders on current events, on special topics, and the overall industry of the beef cattle segment in Texas. For hopping on and looking at this today, we kind of hope that it's been beneficial to you. Maybe you've learned something, and we want to be there if you have any questions. So feel free to comment, tag, share this as you go along. If there's something that you would like to see or learn in the future, please drop it below. Appreciate it and have a good day.